Hey there. And the noise. It always seems to be after 5 when I get back from the day shopping and errands and such, and that's the light. But as for the noise, um, my room is right next to our laundry room, and someone's doing laundry night now because we're doing laundry all the time because we have to wash all the new clothes and towels we're buying. So, uh, yesterday, I guess. Yesterday I went. No. Yes. No. Yesterday. Yesterday. Sorry, I'm a little scattered. Yesterday, I went to Hobby Lobby, and I've been wanting to go to Hobby Lobby ever since the fire, which was exactly 2 weeks ago now, and replace all my things so I can start doing art again. Other than pencil drawings, which I did do some of while we were in the hotel. But I wanted to get all my watercolors and things back, so I finally went yesterday. And so now I'm gonna show you what I bought because I bought a whole lot because I don't have anything anymore. So the first thing you may have seen from the thumbnail is this, which is a watercolor, what's it called? Just watercolor paper. It's 12 pages, and I guess this is one of the more medium sizes. And I might occasionally use an entire page of this, but usually here. Let's hold it on the other side because the light's over there. You would usually see if you can see how big that is. I would usually use about half of that, cut it in half because I like to make fairly small pieces. I'm just more comfortable with that. And I had a bunch of expensive watercolor paper like that. That's high quality watercolor paper, which I have noticed works a lot better if you want to use a lot of water for a small amount of water on your watercolor paper. The cheap stuff is fine, but if you're using a lot of water, which is what I've been trying to do, it works a lot better to have the expensive stuff, which I wouldn't have tried so quickly, except that I had a lot of it left over from my art class I took in college, and they made you buy the expensive stuff even though you weren't even using it for watercolors. But anyway, that's why I learned that works so much better. And so now that's mostly what I try to buy, and then I'm just very careful with it. And then, so almost everything I'm going to show you is replacement stuff because the insurance company is paying for replacements, and they'll pay some for things that I'm deciding not to replace because I didn't like them as much, but they'll only give you full value if you actually replace the thing that you had. So I didn't have exactly this easel, I had a bigger one, but I think they'll be fine with that. So I got a little easel because I really just need something to occasionally stick my camera on or to put up painting occasionally, but I won't usually need much bigger than this because, as I was saying, I mostly do small paintings. I should tell you how much they are because then you can decide whether you want some. The watercolor paper of that size is $15 for 12 sheets, and this mini easel is $8. Oh, this is not art supplies, but it is something that is a replacement of what I had before, and it is little dollhouse sized pretty tea sets. I had several of these, and they are all lost now, and I just had to replace them because they're so freaking cute. I love them so much, and I'm sad about them being gone. Hey, Violet! I don't think I've met you before. Most of the people who join my live streams are people who I've met from other people's live streams, so it's nice to see somebody new. How are you doing? I'm showing everybody all the things I bought at Hobby Lobby because I lost all my art supplies in the fire. This is some, you may have seen me painting with this in the past if you watched my channel, some sparkly watercolors. Yeah. So, and I don't use these like for all my art or like as my major base. Oh, thanks, Violet. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago now, the fire was, and we've got a lot of stuff, and we just moved into a rental house that we're going to be in for about a year while we wait for our house to get fixed. So we're doing okay now, so that's nice. And it makes me feel better to film videos, so that's what I'm doing. And then, yeah, so these I use for like embellishing pieces. I don't use these for the full thing because the colors aren't very vibrant and they're not very good for mixing, and they don't like change values with how concentrated they are. So it's, they're pretty much just for embellishing. They're not really for the main body of a piece. Thanks, Violet. Yeah, and they were $9. By the way, Hobby Lobby, a thing that I like about them is that their stuff is reasonably priced in the first place, and then they have a lot of 40% off and 50% off sales, and sometimes the watercolor paper is on sale. It wasn't this time, but I think the paints were on sale this time. So basically, every other time I go, things switch which are on sale, so it's really nice that way. Because a lot of places that have that many sales are like the things were marked up crazily in the first place, so the sale just takes it down to a reasonable price, whereas at Hobby Lobby it was a reasonable price, and now it's actually a cheap price when they put it on sale. So that's really nice. And then these are my regular watercolors that I'll use all the time to make the main parts of my pieces, and this is a bigger set than I had, but I had 2 different sets before. So yeah, I'm actually very excited about all these colors because for one, my old set didn't even have purple. I just made my own purple from red and blue, which I'll probably always make my own colors anyway, but it is nice to have these bases so I can just whip it out and get a really concentrated one, because when I mix them myself, they're never as concentrated. Now let me see if I can bring, there it is. I hear a lot about Hobby Lobby, but I'm in Australia, so you've never been. Oh, they don't have them in Australia? I bet they don't, because, yeah, it is it's not a worldwide thing, is it? It's a American thing, but it's very nice. It's a really good place. I love it. Yes, very excited about these. That bag, no, there's more. Oh, I got some little pieces of watercolor paper because sometimes I just want to do a test or something, so I don't want to waste my big pieces, so I got just a little. And I also like this because it's I don't know if you can see the binding, it's a little booklet, and so I can keep all my little bitty paintings that I make inside there together, so that'll be nice. Very cute. And that was $4.50. That bag. That's mostly decor. Oh, glitter. I really, really love glitter. It's one of my favorite art supplies, but also, again, pretty much used for embellishment. I haven't ever made a whole piece just using glitter, or mainly using glitter. That might be a fun experiment sometime. Make an art video about using only glitter. Maybe a combination of only glitter and glitter paints. That could be interesting. Oh, bye. Oh, you gotta go in 5 minutes, Violet. That's okay. I hope you are healthy and it's just a routine doctor appointment. Yes, glitter is really, really great. I love it. So I couldn't find all the colors I used to have, so I just bought a few, and then I actually bought some more glitter today at Walmart. So now I've pretty much replaced my entire collection of glitter. And now I have to decant them into my potion bottles again, which you may have seen. Did I ever show you? I don't feel like I ever showed those in a video. So now, but I'll show you the bottles that I bought at Hobby Lobby to put the glitter in, and then you will understand the whole potion bottle thing. Let me see. Oh yes, here's the rest of the glitter. Got some gold glitter. Where is it? There. And some pink glitter. And those are actually the exact colors I used to have in these big bottles, so that's really nice. And they were $3 each. These are nice. And what's in this? I also went to the decor section of Hobby Lobby because I love the decor at Hobby Lobby, and obviously we lost everything in the fire, not just art supplies. So I'm also redecorating my room, although this is my temporary room because we're renting. So, but the decor I'll be able to take with me. So that pillow is new, and that bunny is new. This is an old quilt, fortunately, we were able to save. And there's a teddy bear over there that's old, but everything else in this room, which I'll show you a little bit of later, is new. So sad about the old stuff, but at least shopping therapy is fairly therapeutic for both me and my mom. We go together most times. Then I got a brush set. I had so many brushes because I had like old household brushes that we had in the house, and just I picked them up a lot, and like we had art supplies around the house, so I had like a huge collection. So this is a partial replacement of that, and it was $13. I don't remember if these were on sale, but it's pretty much a straight up replacement of what I had before, so the insurance will pay for that easily. And I like to have a wide variety of brushes, partially because I like to have options, but also because I'm really slow to wash my brushes, so it's nice to have a clean one always available, even when I'm being lazy. Speaking of brushes, here's some more, which are also a straight replacement. I got some of these unicorn horn brushes at Hobby Lobby a while ago, just because they were pretty. So I got some more and I picked out specifically the ones that had the little tiny tips, because I found I love brushes with little tiny tips, and they're harder to, you need more specific ones of these than you do of the bigger ones, I've found, or I just don't know how to use the bigger ones properly. Like I can use a big one or a medium big one for the same job, but like I need the smallest of the small for certain jobs and nothing else will do. So I tried to find enough to replace those, which is why I got these for $6. They are all, let's see those, they're all teeny tiny sharp ones, so that should help with my detail work. Yeah, Violet, they're really great. They helped me a lot, because I've seen, apparently I got some more too for $2. Itsy bitsy teeny tiny. Those are the littlest ones I have now, I think. Yeah, so they're very good for the little details. I've seen people use bigger for little details, but I'm not skilled enough to have that light of a touch with the big brushes, so that only the barest tip of it touches the paper. I'm not that good at it. Oh yeah, more straight replacing. I had paint pens, several paint pens, because I found that with my watercolors, I'm not skilled enough to leave blank spaces on my paper where I want lighter colors. So in gold, silver, and white, I have bought before and now rebought paint pens so that I can do work on my watercolor paintings in lighter colors once the rest of the watercolors are already down. Because I'm not good at leaving white space. And then I also got some, what are these called? Fine liners. I didn't have a great collection of fine liners exactly, but I had a lot of black pens that were very thin, so that's nice. Oh, Violet makes her own watercolors. Yeah, I would really, really love to try those out. Yeah, my Instagram is Annalisa's Library, so if you message me over there, definitely, I'd love that. That'd be great. Yeah. Now I'm all kerfuffled. What are these called? I already named them. Anyway, they're the pens with the sharp nibs, and I need them because, once again, I'm not good at making fine lines with bigger pens, because I'm not that light of a touch. These aren't art supplies, they're just necessary things, because I need to hang things again in my room, and I need to not damage the walls, because we're in a rental, which is very weird for me. The whole somebody else's house that I'm making my home in thing is very weird. It's a little familiar because I did go to Bible school for 6 months. It'd be a lot more familiar for people who've gone to college and like spent a long time in dorms and things that weren't theirs, but it's very weird for me to not be able to paint and not be able to jab holes in the walls. And also at my old house, I had painted and drawn quotes and arts actually onto the walls, and definitely not able to do that here, so it's very weird. There's one of my white paint pens I was talking about. Art. Oh yeah. Glue to put on the glitter with. I found out that this works very well with the glitter that I've used. It's Turbo Tacky Glue, Aleene's original brand, and it's $4 at Hobby Lobby. There's the silver paint pen. Okay, Violet's gotta go. Yes, art is such great therapy. Yeah, I'd love to get a message from you, so we'll talk on Instagram. Bye! Let's see, what else is in here? Are there any more art supplies? Yes. Here's another bag. Oh, nope, that's not art supplies, that's just decor. So apparently, oh wait, yes, I've finished the art supply section. Now I'm going to show you my decor that I bought for my room, and sometimes for the rest of the house, but mostly for my room. This is just a little container, probably for pens. I had like 4 or 5 of these little type things for pens and pencils and brushes, which I had a lot of in my old room, so more replacing of things, and kind of in what I'm going for in thematically kind of for my room now is I'm getting a lot of items in either this color or this color. So either, I'm not sure if it's baby pink, but this slightly peachy, very pastel sort of pink. It's kind of the same as my bunny rabbit over there. I'm getting a lot of things in that pink and in mint green because they're some of my favorite colors and I think they go together really well. So this is almost mint green. It's slightly bluer and more, what's it called? It's when there's more concentrated of a color, saturated, more saturated, but basically that color. So, and then I'm planning when I move back into our house to have my walls be painted this color and blue and purple. So then like the pink things in the room will like be a contrast and like mix well with the walls, but like if the walls were also pink, that would be a bit much. That'd be a bit umbrage. So I'm going for a mix of these colors on this blanket and pink because those are my favorite colors. So I'm just buying a lot of stuff in those colors to go in this current room to brighten up the place because obviously I have these brown tan creamy sort of walls with white trim, so very boring. So I'm kind of making up for that with pretty colored little things, and I think this one is going to be my paintbrush holder, and then I got a little thing I'll show you when I find it that is going to be my water holder for my watercolors because the mug that I used to use to hold my water was a very nice dragon mug, and it was had a lot of texturing on the outside, so it's like impossible to clean. So I need a new pretty thing to do that with. Go away, bag. Then sucker for stationery. So I got a bunch of sticky notes. Which, do I ever use sticky notes? Not really. I finally started using them to write down my lines for my animations. So like, I listen to myself, I tell the story that's going to be my story time animation. Then I write down what I said in the recording because it seems to flow a lot better when I make it up on the spot as I'm recording rather than writing it. So then I write it down on little sticky notes, 1 line or 2 lines per page, and then I use that as background to animate, because I don't actually animate myself talking each word, so I don't need to listen to it as I go. I just need to have the words so I know like what story piece I'm illustrating, and then that's been useful. So that's pretty much the only way I've used sticky notes, but for some reason I bought this many of them, and they were $4. They might have been on sale though, I don't remember. But I had a ton of sticky notes before, so the insurance is paying to replace it, so I'm not really worried about it. Here's my new my new little water holder, because my water holder doesn't seem to need to be very big, because I don't know. I get up and clean my water often enough anyway, because I have to wait between phases of doing my paintings because like it needs to dry because I use a lot of water. So it doesn't bother me to have to go and clean out my water very often. So it's fine to have a little bitty thing. This is $3. How cute. And then also for my room, I just need things to hang things on, because this house does not come with things to hang things on. Like, there aren't even towel racks in the bathrooms. It's really bad. But there's also no, like, hooks on the walls or anything for hanging coats or anything. So I'm going to see if I can find some way I can hang this without damaging the walls. But if I do have to damage them, it's not a big deal. There are lots of places around here you can tell that nails have been stuck in and then pulled out, and, like, it's been filled in and done a little patch job. Like, you can see that it's there, so I don't think it's that huge of a deal to mess it up. We'll have to pay for it, but I don't really care. Because my mom, either, if she cared, it'd be more of a big deal, but she's going to hang things with nails in the living room because she can't bear to not have it decorated for a year while we're here. So since she's doing it, I can do it too. Because I need to hang my coats not on hangers, because I won't do it if I have to hang them on hangers, and then they'll just be on the floor. So I need a this is more decor, and this is also a straight replacement because I got these at Hobby Lobby quite a while ago. These are just little figurines of dragons and a unicorn and a Pegasus, and I love them. And they are to go on my little shelves that I don't have. There's also no shelves for knickknacks, which I had an inordinate amount of knickknacks, so I don't need that many shelves, but I want that many shelves of knickknacks because they make me happy. So, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put these. Now, then I went to the dollhouse section of Hobby Lobby, and I found some things that we had decorated a little house for Christmas, which you may have seen in one of my Christmas videos. I did a walkthrough of some of our decorations. And so that little house that I decorated was full of little things like this, little bookcases and things, and really cutely decorated. We worked really hard on it just this winter for Christmas, and it was in the same room as the fire, so like everything plastic in it melted, and just a lot of stuff in it. Sorry, I'm readjusting my hand. It's getting tired. And just that was utterly destroyed, so that was really sad. And I had my favorite ever Playmobil in there, so I had a lot more Playmobil in my room. Pieces were in there, and so they are melted, and I saved my two main favorites, and now they're sitting outside with some of our other irreplaceable but also destroyed things that we're hanging on to for sentimental value, and looking really sad. But so I was able to replace some of the things we got just this year for Christmas to decorate that. So if we make another little thing like that, we can decorate it again. More books. Our house had lots of books in it because there are lots of books in our real house, and we love books. Sorry, I flapped that around so fast you probably couldn't even see it. The love books. That was sad. Oh, and then this is a weird thing that I had in my room and never actually got around to painting, even though I bought it quite a while ago. And it's just a door that you hang on your wall, and you paint it, and it's like a door into a castle, like that you hang on your wall. And I just loved it so much when I saw it. I had to have it the first time, and then like when I saw it again in Hobby Lobby as I was walking past, I was like, felt the same emotion. I need to have that, so I have that again now. And then some washi tape, or washi might be like a specific brand, so it's like decorative tape, but it's got unicorns on it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, got unicorns. And what's that say? Dreamer, dreamer, dreamer. Yeah, dreamer. And it's in really pretty colors. So I got that. And then another thing I was just starting to work with clay and make like little clay cats, because I thought I could sell them at art fairs, because that would be really cute. And so I had little bells to put on them for like little color bottles, and they were adorable. I did save my little cats that I had made. I had made little models of the 3 cats that we had. So now we only have one. So I saved those. And I'm going to clean them as soon as my cleaning supplies come from Amazon, which should be tomorrow, because I ordered them yesterday. Yeah. So, yeah. No, not tomorrow. Tuesday, because I ordered them yesterday, and yesterday is Saturday, and they don't ship on Sundays. So on Tuesday, those should be coming. And then here's a little pie that we bought for the dollhouse. So I did look up, and I was finally able to find out how to clean original artworks, particularly watercolors, because obviously you can't put water on them to clean them. That would not work. So I looked it up and figured out that you can you can use pressurized air, and then blow that on them, and then use dry sponges and gently rub on them to get the smoke out. And so I think I'm going to do a video on that once my camera comes, which is supposed to come on Wednesday. So I'll finally be able to film regular videos and not just live shows once that comes. And so I think I'll do a video on my restoration, because I think people will be interested in that, because it could come up. Hopefully never does for any of my friends, because that would mean on fire. But in all the world, people are going to have house fires, and they're going to have art they want to restore, so could be helpful if I succeed to document that. It's empty. Then some more decor. I had a fair number of book boxes in my room, so that's a replacement for one of those. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. And it was $12, but it was 50% off because it was in tabletop decor, and that happened to be off that day, so $6. And very nice. And I like the ones that are like this, that are very hardy. They have thick this stuff. So there are a lot of book boxes that are a lot flimsier, so I really like these because they're not going to damage so easily. And I got a matching one to go with it. Yes, that's why I like things that don't damage easily, because I drop them and break them, and it has a very pretty bird on it, so I like that a lot. Yeah. And then I have some things here that are, let me see if I can hold this with the other hand so that I can unwrap these. I don't remember what they are. I only got them yesterday, but I can't remember what they are because very scatterbrained at the moment. The fire's got us all scatterbrained. Ah, yes. This is a mug that I had that I got at Hobby Lobby because I love Captain America, and so I just got it back because, yeah. And what's this? Oh, I bet this is one of my bottles. I told you I was going to show you my potion bottles that I got to replace my other ones. So this is one of my potion bottles. It is almost the exact same shape as one of my old ones, so I'm really pleased with that, because the one this is replacing was actually from an antique store in Cannon Beach, so I didn't think I was going to be able to replace it so closely, so that's really great. And it was only $4. Very nice. So, I'll show you. Let me see if I can flip this around. Oh, that's just my finger. Okay. This is a new chair I got to replace my sprawny one. I don't think I ever showed you that, which is sad because it was cool. Now it's gone. But, these 3 survived. They were in very bad condition with the smoke, but we took them to the restorer people that our insurance had on call, and they restored them pretty great. Dan and Phil's little flowers came off their flower crowns, but otherwise they're fine. And they smell like ozone, but at least they don't smell like smoke. And so these are some more of the potion bottles I got. Didn't get them at Hobby Lobby, got them at... maybe it says on the bottom. Crafts. Which second? Oh, maybe no, yes, I did get these at Hobby Lobby. It was just the other day when we were looking for kitchen decor rather than art supplies. And so the other thing I got yesterday was this, which is glorious. I always love globes, these little decorative globes when I see them in stores, and so I'm really glad that I found a pink one, and I bought it for my room because I love it so much. And it was $35, but it was in the 50% off sale, so I guess it was $17. But like, considering all the knickknacks I used to have, not that much. And then this is just a little bowl that I got, actually probably also from Hobby Lobby, just on the other day as well in their spring section. And then this is from Fred Meyer. They have a line of really pretty flowery spring decor out right now that I love so much. So I got that to put a little candle in once I find one. And so now I'm going to give you a little bitty room tour. I want to do a whole house tour sometime soon. But I'll do that when I have my new camera so that I can edit it. This is a desky thing that the last renters of this house actually left in the garage. So we got this for free, and it actually, in addition to being white and pink, it also has these things, which my mom thinks were probably for putting speakers on or something, but I can use them to put rulers across and have a camera here and have my art down here, and like that's super handy considering my whole ridiculous filming apparatus is now lost. And this is chairs from the dining room, so that's temporary. We just got a new chair that has really nice lumbar support for me today from Walmart. And this is from Fred Meyer's, again from the clearance section, because I had a whole big collection of holiday Barbies that were all wrecked, so I'm gonna start collecting these again. And then over here we have all the stuff that I haven't put into place yet, because we just moved into this place not yesterday, 2 days ago on Friday. So, and then this is all my jewelry that's airing out because it was smoky, but I've washed it, so it's just airing out now. And then that's our backyard, and if you hear people, those are our neighbors. Let's close that. I've had it open because a lot of my clothes that have been cleaned smell like ozone, and then these obviously smell like smoke, so I'm like airing everything. And this is new to put stuff in. It's pink, so it's mine. And this is a rental here with a lamp we bought because the rental lamps were hideous. And these are my 3 little, I think they're called Zoom Zooms, that are to replace my, maybe I had about 10 of them before, so now I have 3. And my bed with my new pink things. This is a new pillowcase, new blanket, new pillow, new bunny. There's my old teddy bear. New other blanket, new other pillow. Let's see, and there's my closet with my cleaned. This was cleaned by the people, and I wore it today. The restoration people, and I wore it today because it's my only dress left. And this is also restored, so it's airing out. And then my new pink coat, because most of the new things I'm buying are pink. And then up here, these 2 are new from the library, and then these are new replacements that I've bought that are all, we had them all before, so the insurance is paying, so that's really nice. So the here, that's all the stuff that I made a mess with. Let me show you my face again. That's just my hand. So there. So the bookish So, what else was I saying? Oh, so the library books. I was taking part in feminist lit and also Femme Fantail 2 readathons, and I had so many books from the library for both of those, especially Feminist Lit Feb, but also some for the other, and then I just had some in general. And so the insurance is paying, so it's okay, but we had to pay the library $480 for all the books that got destroyed in the fire. Yeah, part of the reason is that they're all hardcovers, because the library likes to have hardcovers because they're more durable, but they're also more expensive. So, yeah, I guess it was 24 books got destroyed, basically. So, that's the thing that happened. So, they'll be buying a bunch of new books and infusing the book industry with some more money. So, yeah. Is there anything else I want to tell you about? Just that I wrote down a list of videos that I want to make soon, and I want to show you. So this is another new thing, because everything I have is new, and it's very pretty, but it's from Walmart. And these are the videos that I want to make. So, I want to make videos both about the Femme Fantail and the Feminist Lit Feb books that I read, and I also want to talk about, make a topical discussion video about personal taste in books, because like I've noticed very non-objective reasons that I like books, and I kind of wanted to share about that because I find it interesting, and a lot of times you can think you're being objective when you're actually not. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. And then I want to do a house tour and a decorating vlog, because we're buying lots of new house decor / functional stuff, like kitchen utensils that function as decor, because they should, because why shouldn't they? So like pretty pink and blue and flowery colored kitchen utensil type stuff. I want to show you guys that stuff because it's so much fun. And I already did the art supply haul. So, and then prepping for garden, because there is actually a little garden area here that I can have a garden in, because I was really distressed when I thought that maybe that I wouldn't be able to have a garden this year because we're not in our house with our big garden, but there is a little garden here, so I'll actually be able to plant some things in that, so that's really exciting. So I want to show you about that, and then that video I talked about how to clean smoke damage, and then also a video about autism, because figured out that I might have it. Like the Asperger's high functioning kind. So, yes, because I figured out it came up because I was just on YouTube. A video was suggested to me about social anxiety having to do with autism. So I always watch everything I can about social anxiety because it makes me feel better to learn about it. So then that turned me on to thinking, if people with autism, especially women, have social anxiety, might that be the cause for mine? And so then that turned me on to researching more about women's autism, because it's quite a bit different from men's. And so I never thought that I had it because I don't have the male symptoms, but then I figured out I have a lot of the women's symptoms. So yeah, I'd like to make a video talking about that at some point. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much everything. I wanted to let you know that I really appreciate all the support from the community, both bookish and art people who I talk to a lot and who watch my videos and who I watch their videos. You've been really sweet and supportive, so that really means a lot to feel like people out there care about me. and are feeling for me when I'm having a bad time. So I want to thank you for that, and also wanted to let you know that making these things really does help. In addition to watching YouTube has brought me through a lot of hard times, and but also making YouTube videos has actually helped me a lot with a lot of sadness and feeling bad, and it's very distracting, and it also makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something, so it's really nice to have that. So yeah, that's pretty much all. Yeah, because I just covered my plans for the future, so I'm gonna say yeah again, and then I'm gonna say bye-bye, and I'll see you in the next video, which I don't know what it'll be. Probably a book video. Probably one of those Femme Fantail or Feminist Lip Fab book videos, and then a home tour. So I'll see you then. Bye! See you.